here we are once again in the Cronkovody Kitchen Central for this week's Farm Kitchen Challenge. The good news, before I go any further, hairdressers are opening again. Fantastic. We may yet get away with not looking like Cousin It just as well. So I'm getting to trusty Paolo down on the promenade there in a couple of weeks. Yo, looking forward to seeing you, Paolo. You're probably not looking forward to seeing me. Anyway, what have we got for you this week? We have a bit of a classic. The Kelly family cow pie. Yeah, cow pie. What's in cow pie, you may be asking? And the answer is, of course, beef and lots of it. To be precise, that's 2.6 kilos, I think, or thereabouts. The recipe supplied by Paula at Philip and Emily over in East Baldwin actually calls for a mere 2 kilograms of beef. Quite a lot for two, isn't it? A kilogram. Even the sous chef doesn't eat like a kilogram of beef at a time, generally. However, what are we going to have? So we're going to have that with basically it's a cow pie, so it's a lovely rich beef stew with a pastry hat on. And Paula over East Baldwin there again says this is something which we can whack into the Rayburn, knock it up at the beginning of the day, whack it into the Rayburn at 1:50, and then come back in the evening, put a pastry hat on, and away we go. It's already a lovely big meal ready to go. I might have to cut it in or divide it in half, I think. I don't know. I get this is most of the cow. I don't know. I'll get it all in one. So lovely diced Manx beef, some chopped Erie Jura carrots. She suggests some rich Knorr beef stock. Other varieties are available, no doubt, but do use beef. And a can of my favourite, Guinness, for stock. None of your fancy red wine here. Proper Guinness. Sadly, it says use the entire can. That's a shame, isn't it? I mean, I don't get any. A bit of seasoning, pinch of parsley, thyme. Make your flour up with some lovely Laxey Glen Mills flour. Exhibit A. And away we go. So it's very simple, a nice easy one, this. Method, place all the filling ingredients in a large casserole pot on the Rayburn at 150 and leave to slowly cook for 3.5 hours. So that is what I'm going to do. That means you can go out in the garden or out on your farm if you've got one. However, I would have to say, yeah, and then you make the pastry while you're doing that and away we go. But cow pie was, I think, one of Desperate Dan's favourites. So I feel a big pie calls for a big hat. So I'm thinking cow pie. We're not thinking anything. We're thinking big, bold, strong things here. I must just show you, actually. Look at this. If you're not a fan of beef, then look away. But look at the marbling on that. Look. Isn't that beautiful? It's almost like Wagyu beef, isn't it? So beautifully done. And that's where your flavour is when it comes in, of course. Just getting that fat to sort of render down and come in. Beautiful. Beautiful. You could almost eat that raw, couldn't you? It's going in the stew, though, don't worry. I have washed my hands yet. Okay. So that can go over there. And then I'm thinking big and bold for the carrots. So I've just given them a good scrub. I'm not even going to take off the skin on these. I'm going to keep them thick. I'm going to keep them angled. And we're going to keep it chunky because cow pie doesn't sound subtle to me. It's chunky and beef and full and yummy. Partner. So, there more or less is it, I think. I always make a fantastic mess making pastry. I must get better. I'm bound to practice enough. Could be the hat. So all we need to do now is get a little bit of cling film, wrap our pastry up in our cling film, like so, and whack it in the fridge to let it rest. The beef is bubbling away in the Aga. You know what that means. I can get out into the garden. Or farm if I had one. Goodness gracious, great balls of dough. Should throw it to Christy. Christy! I think we're getting there. We have the times pretty much up. for those who've been in the Aga. So we'll get that out and see how it's going. In fact, if I take you here, partners, then you can see that we have it out. And there we go. Well, that's cow pie filling. I'll just bring my mask up a bit, just in case. Just got a mouthful of it then. So, all we have to do now is let that cool a wee bit. We got some pie dishes. And I just got to get some pastry. This board ain't big enough for the two of us. I'll roll it out. Right. Time's up, partners. It's time to get the pie out. Cow pie. And there we have it. Cow pie. Only to be eaten by men. Real men. And women. Thanks to Paula. And the Kelly family in East Baldwin. Cow pie. Looks good, doesn't it? Smells good. I've got some greens on as well to go with it. You can debate whether you need potatoes as well. In our house, if you've got pastry, you don't normally have potatoes. You have greens. We're trying to be healthy. Manx greens. But cow pie, what's not to like? I think there's enough for two here. Just about. Cowabunga.